Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching from. You see, the journey from being a dreamer to an achiever can be quite very challenging. So we find out that a lot of people have dreams, they have visions, they have, expectations, and actually, so more than 80% of people, or I think 90%, don't quite get their dreams achieved. Now, there's a story in Genesis chapter 37. If you read through from verse 1, it's a long story about a young man called Joseph. So I'm going to use his story and to share with you what every dreamer, what every visionary should have in mind. Because his story is quite interesting, and every lot of people who are able to go from dreaming to achieving have to pass through these stages. So I've captioned this the 6 P's to fulfilling your dream. Now, Joseph was a young boy who had a dream in his family house. So he went from his parents' house down to his dream sent him to the pit. From the pit, he was sold into slavery in Potiphar's house. And from Potiphar's house, he was sent to prison. From the prison, he was invited to the palace by the king. And from the palace, he was made the prime minister of Egypt, and he became like a king. So now I've captioned the 6 P's using his journey to from prison to prime minister. So I want you to listen to the first P. The first P is the parent stage. Now this is your comfort zone. At any level where you get your dream, you get your vision, uh, that is your comfort zone. Wherever your vision is birthed, where you start to have those dreams, where you start to have those aspirations, that is your comfort zone. And this is a place for nurturing. This is a place for brooding over what you have caught, for thinking about how to make this happen. It's just a dream zone where you are visualizing everything that you can be. And this stage, you don't have to dwell with this stage for so long. Now, the second stage that you have to encounter is the peace stage. Yes, what is the peace stage? It's an invisibility stage. You see, when your dreams are being exposed for the first time, I mean, when you start to share your dreams with people, a lot of people would never identify with your dream in the beginning. That is your peace stage. That is your invisibility stage. At this time, it is going to take a lot of hard work because a lot of people give up at this stage because naturally we seek validation from people. We want people to believe in us. We want people to say, yes, you know what you're doing, you got it together, this is going to happen for you. But then this is a defining time for you. This is a time when you are betting a new you. So there's a lot of things that's challenges that comes in this stage. A lot of us give up at this stage because we have to come to an uncomfortable place, because a pit is not a comfortable place. A pit is refinement, is confinement. You are secluded because your dreams, only you can see your dreams, only you can can experience it. You can think about it, you can visualize it, and a lot of people will not see that, and it can be discouraging. But then you must not give up at the peace stage, because at that time you are like a seed being planted. And remember that when it's actually a planting, it is not the end. That means there will be a growth eventually, and you will come out to the limelight. Now, the third stage is the Potiphar stage. The Potiphar stage, I call that the backlight or the limelight or the dim light, because at the Potiphar stage, that is the third P, at this point, it looks like some light has come to you, but just like I call it the backlight, the backlight in a car, it's not leading the car, it's not leading the motion, it's not leading the movement, it's actually behind, while the front lights of the car is the one leading the motion. So you are behind at this time. You may have someone who have identified your giftings, your what you are all about, what you can do. But oftentimes it is because the person comes with what I call pseudo partnership, false partnership. They come to it looks as if that you have a deal, but then this deal is that it profits the partner who is coming on your or jumping on board you, because Joseph had to serve. Even though he was a slave, he has left the pit. He's no longer alone. But then there's an identification. Someone has seen his light, but then he has to serve his master. It's the time for training for you. Don't be discouraged by this time, because it's the time for you to actually, experiment, actually bring forth what you have, to use it for someone else's good. And it's also very important for you, because at this point you can actually see someone who is living your dream, because the person who comes usually at this stage is someone whom possibly has an experiential knowledge of the future that you see. This person has some kind of a level of attainment that is beyond you, and at least you can use that to see the viability of your dream. Now, don't give up on the third stage. Then the fourth stage would be the present stage. At this stage is like an laboratory, it's like an experiment time. This is a laboratory where things are tested. At the present stage, you are finally given an opportunity. You have the opportunity. It's like you are now able to serve yourself, but then you are still in confinement, because at this time your dream is not that exposed. You are still limited within a small space. You are limited with a few people. You are limited with a number of maybe friends and family, just a few acquaintances. But then you have to sell your dream. You have to use your dream or your value to bring light to them. And at this time it's also challenging, because there is usually no reward at this stage. But then it is your reward is your feedback that you are getting, your responses. Most times it comes in the area of good compliments, in the area of the thank yous for this worked for me. Okay, maybe if you have done it this way, so you don't have to worry so much about this stage, because you are building strength. You are learning what works, you're learning what doesn't work, because now you are creating your own process. And at this stage is also a stage for networking, because at this time you are building, you're connecting with people from the downline, from the connecting with people who are just within your space, trying to expand and all of that. And now it is time for you. It's like I said, it's more like you doing a lot of service, maybe not really getting commemorate payment for it. You are doing it for free. You are doing it for anything, goodwill, whatever thing that comes with it. But then you are test running your dream. You are experimenting. You are mastering what works. You are mastering the art. I mean, that is the fourth stage. Now the fifth stage is what I call the palace stage. At this stage, you are beginning to win. Your dream is beginning to win, because your dream is becoming identified as something that have a solution for a greater number, a greater mass. Joseph went from prison to the palace when, and at that time, I mean, you are going from local level to a national level, to a state level. I mean, a lot of people are beginning to hear about what you can do. They are beginning to see your light from far. You have a lot of referrals. People have been able to talk about your value. You have multiplied yourself with a lot of people, and now your networks are growing. You are suddenly you are being identified as an authority. Your dream is an authority that can solve greater mass of problems, that can provide solutions to a great multitude of people. And this time your dream is king, because then your dream is eventually brought forth to rule, and is another stage. But this is not the end of the stage. Now at the peak of your stage is the prime minister stage. Now you are the king, because you have won. Your dream has won. Now you have won. And at this time, a lot of people who left you, who thought you were a joker, your dream was not worth it, you were just you were just idle, not knowing what to do. They didn't believe in you. They start coming to you. Acquaintances starts coming to you. You are getting your family back. You're getting friends back. You are getting fans. A lot of things. You are now the king. Your dream has won. Then you have been identified. You are now a winner. It is a wonderful time. This is a time for celebration. It's a time for a time when you could be proud of being a dreamer. And now a lot of people can say, hey, that's your dream, your vision, is divine, because a lot of people are being profiting from your dream. Now this is the last stage that you have to come to. So remember the 6 stages, from parent stage to the peace stage, to Potiphar stage, from Potiphar stage to the prison stage, to the palace stage, to the prime minister stage. Now, if you've not gotten to the end yet, you have to know that all this peace will eventually have to come. So don't think that, you may be in a stage, that is not the end of it. Hold on to your dream, hold on to your vision, hold on to the aspirations. Hold on to everything, because at the end of the day, you realize that you've not been a fool, but then your dream is king and you are king. Thank you. If this video has been a blessing to you, if this video has given you some value, go ahead to like the video, comment, share with a friend, share with an enemy. Bless someone with this light. Thank you so much. My name is Mbono Samuel Chukwemeka. Thank you for sharing this video. I hope that I keep bringing you value. Thank you. Bye.